Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today I actually have a new Victoria's Secret collection. This is the Bliss collection. So this is actually flankers of the original core collection. So we have like Bare Vanilla, Velvet Petals, all recreated into this new like Bliss scent. So I have all 5 of them here. So we're gonna go ahead and test out all 5 of them. I have not smelled any of these yet. I did unbox them off camera, so if you are interested in watching me actually unbox them, you can go ahead and head to my TikTok because I've been trying to go ahead and put some more stuff over there. And not only did I get this collection, I actually got a few collections. So if you want to see me unbox these, go ahead to my TikTok. I will go ahead and put that in the description so you guys can find me over there. Today we're going to go ahead and smell these, and I'm going to give you guys some first impressions about them, and we'll talk about these scents. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would love if you stick around and watch this video. Also, if you do enjoy content like this, I would love for you to take a moment and hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. And we're going to go ahead and get right into this today. All right, guys, so I am super excited to smell these. I have not smelled these yet. I've just unboxed them so far. So there are 5 different scents in this collection, and it is the Bliss collection, like I said before. So we have Love Spell, we have Velvet Petals, we have Pure Seduction, we have Bare Vanilla, and we also have a 5th one. So we have the Coconut Passion one recreated into a Bliss scent as well. So usually they do not include the Coconut Passion scent into these flankers. So I'm pretty excited to try this one out because I haven't had really any flankers, I don't think, for Coconut Passion. So I'm excited to try this one for sure. I think I'm going to save that one until maybe the end. Let's start with some of these other ones first. So let's go ahead and start with Bare Vanilla. Since this one is liked by a lot of people, I do want to do this one. Bare Vanilla is actually one of my favorites as well. So this is Bare Vanilla Bliss. So the packaging, they have this kind of like pinstripe packaging going on this. As far as the packaging, I mean, it's pretty simple. There's some blue actually at the bottom of this, kind of graduating into the tannish kind of color. And the back of this one says Windswept Violet, Vanilla Orchid, a euphoric twist on Bare Vanilla. So it sounds like it has some florals in there. So hopefully it's not too floral, but I'm excited to try this one. So let's go ahead and try this one out. That cap was super stuck on there. Okay, so I'm just letting this kind of dry down. I just don't want to smell a whole blast of alcohol. So you definitely get the Bare Vanilla DNA a little bit in here, but you don't really get that cashmere note. For me, it's almost kind of like a candied Bare Vanilla in a way. I am getting some of those florals, but it is a very sweet kind of vanilla scent. For some reason, this one is definitely reminding me of some kind of like candy. This one's very sweet. I would have to say that this Bare Vanilla Bliss one is more sweet than the original Bare Vanilla for sure. Like I said, though, that one has more of a cashmere note in this, and this one right here kind of lost that cashmere note. It has the Bare Vanilla DNA without that cashmere note. And it smells really good to me. Like, I actually really like this one. This is kind of smelling like a candied type of vanilla to me. They did come out with a Bare Vanilla flanker that I actually have back here somewhere, and it's Bare Vanilla Candied. That one isn't exactly like this one for sure, but it is giving me kind of this reminiscence of that one. It has kind of like this candy-like note in here, and I'm not sure what that's coming from since it just says there's violet and vanilla orchid on here. I get a little bit of the floral, but it's really not too overwhelming at all. It's not like the strongest scent in the world either. This is definitely lighter than the original Bare Vanilla. I would say that this is much lighter. but it still smells really good. And I would definitely understand why it's lighter because we are into spring, going into summer. So lighter scents definitely kind of come around this time of year. Usually we get those really strong scents in fall and winter. But so far, I do like this one. This one actually is surprising me a little bit because I didn't think I was going to like this one as much since it does have those floral notes in here. I wasn't expecting to like this one. So I actually did not get any lotions to go with any of these fragrances. I just want to try out all 5 fragrance mist first and then see what I liked from there and then maybe go back and pick up some lotions if I really fall in love with any of these scents. But I do like this one. This one is kind of light and airy as well. So that's why it's giving it more of a lightness and it's more airy and it's very sweet. I do really like this one. The floral is not overwhelming on this at all. I do want to play around with this one and see how it works on my skin and how long it lasts and everything like that. So overall, I think I do really like this Bare Vanilla one. It's very sweet. So that one was Bare Vanilla Bliss. So now we're going to go on to one of the other scents. Let's go ahead and try this Love Spell Bliss. So Love Spell used to actually be one of my favorites in high school, which was a very, very, very long time ago. And I got sick of it because I used it too much in high school. So I really kind of started disliking Love Spell and I never added the original Love Spell back into my collection once I finished the one that I had a really long time ago. I just really didn't feel like I needed the Love Spell scent, but I've been kind of playing around and getting some of these flankers of Love Spell, and some of them are actually pretty good. I really liked Love Spell Daydream. That one was pretty good. So I have my hopes up for this Bliss one, but we'll see. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's kind of like a purple lavender pinstripe going on. The packaging actually kind of reminds me of the Blends collection. If you guys remember that from, I think it was this last fall, it had kind of the same pinstripe look to me on it. It wasn't the exact same color or anything like that. The bottles just had the same pinstripe look. But this one is purple and then it kind of radiates into this blue at the bottom as well. So it looks like all of them have this kind of blue on the bottom. So it looks like they were just kind of dipped in this blue stuff right at the bottom of each one of these. So Love Spell Bliss, on the back it says Sunlit Honeysuckle, Cotton Flower, a euphoric twist on Love Spell. So I'm excited to try this one even though I'm not a huge fan anymore of the original. So let's see how this one smells. Ooh, okay, so this is like way more floral than I thought. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is more floral for sure than like the vanilla one that I just tried out. Definitely getting a strong floral in here. I think it's that cotton. Did it say there's cotton? So there's cotton flower, sunlit honeysuckle. I'm definitely getting that cotton flower in this. I'm not getting any of the original Love Spell DNA in here. I'm getting that cotton flower and like that is it. So if you like a fresh cotton scent, this might be the one you might want to try out because this is definitely like a cotton fresh type scent. This is reminding me of Sea Island Shore from Bath and Body Works, that like cottony type scent. That's what this is giving. This is pretty unexpected. It's not really something that I would love. So I don't have my expectations very high anymore for this one. I probably will not be getting the lotion to go with this. I'm just not a huge fresh scent person. It has to be a certain way if I even use a fresh scent, but this one is very cottony. It's definitely giving those cotton vibes. It's very, very cottony. So yeah, it's definitely giving like Sea Island Shore from Bath and Body Works. If you're familiar with that scent, that's kind of what this is reminding me of. It's definitely that cotton. Like first and foremost is the cotton. Besides that, I don't really get a whole lot. I mean, there's a slight sweetness to this, but for the most part, it's more of like a fresh cotton type scent. So I don't think this one is something that I will be enjoying too much, actually. This one is definitely something that I probably won't gravitate toward. So I definitely most likely will not get the lotion for this one. It's just a bit too fresh for me. Yeah, it's just very, very cottony. So that's what the main thing that comes to my mind is when I smell this one is that cotton. So it definitely smells like cotton. So if you like a fresh cotton scent, you might want to check out this Love Spell one because that is what it is giving for sure to me. I'm really not getting any fruitiness, anything like that, like the original DNA of Love Spell. There's a lot of fruit in the original Love Spell, and I get no fruit whatsoever from this. I'm not getting any of the Love Spell DNA, like the original DNA. I don't get that at all. This smells almost like a brand new scent, and it's like just a cotton scent. So that's what this Love Spell Bliss gives me. So let me know what your guys' thoughts on these are as well in the comments if you have smelled these in store or you picked them up. So let's go ahead and try the next one. So let's go ahead and try Velvet Petals. So usually I'm a fan of Velvet Petals. I do like the original Velvet Petals, and I have liked some of the flankers for Velvet Petals as well. So this one is Velvet Petals Bliss. And again, it does have that blue at the bottom, just like the rest of them. And then it has this kind of like nice pinstriping to it. The camera is almost making it look kind of rainbow. And I think it just kind of looks that way when it's moved in the light. But just looking at it, I mean, I guess you do get some rainbowiness from these because they are kind of like reflecting the light, kind of weird. So that's kind of unusual. I didn't really notice that one until I picked up this one, but for the most part, like if you're just looking at the back without the light, it just looks like a pink pinstripe. But now I can see like when the light's reflecting off of it, you're definitely getting more of a like rainbow effect here going on with this. And then the blue at the bottom here. So Velvet Petals Bliss, the back of this one says White Freesia, Sweet Lily, a euphoric twist on velvet petals. So let's go ahead and try this one out and see what this one is like. Okay, so I'm excited to smell this one because I usually do like Velvet Petals flankers. So I'm excited, even though this is a very, very floral scent. Okay, so this is a little different than I expected. So I do get the original DNA of Velvet Petals in this one. And you get like a little bit more floral, like a different type of floral as well in this one, like combining with the Velvet Petals. So Velvet Petals is already a floral fragrance, but then it's combining with like another floral in here. And it smells like spring to me. This one smells very spring-like. This one's making me think of spring just by smelling it. So if you like a floral spring scent, I would definitely recommend trying this Velvet Petals one. I think this one smells pretty good. It's not the best out of all the flankers that came out ever of Velvet Petals or anything like that. Like, I don't think it's the best ever, but it is nice. It's kind of a very spring-like scent, very floral, kind of like different florals combined together. It has like a slight creaminess in the background, but it's not even nearly as creamy as original Velvet Petals. To me, Velvet Petals original kind of has a creaminess to it. And this one is slightly creamy, but it's more floral than creamy, I would say. Like first thing when I sprayed this one, I was definitely getting those floral notes. And then when it tones down, you can kind of get the creamy notes. So I actually like this one. This one's actually pretty good. And for a floral, like these Velvet Petals scents, I really do like the Velvet Petals floral scent. Even though I'm not a huge floral lover, I've always liked Velvet Petals. So I don't know what that's about. I just enjoy the scent. It's very girly and very feminine. This one's definitely giving me those kind of vibes as well. So if you like a very girly, feminine, floral spring fragrance, definitely recommend this Velvet Petals one. Definitely check it out in store. You know, you can smell it in store. Unfortunately for me, I can't smell these in store because I just live way too far away from the stores. So I just got all of them. And the ones that I do not like, I'll probably just, you know, sell on Mercari or something like that. So overall, I do like the Velvet Petals scent. I think I like the Bare Vanilla one a little bit more, but this one is still a really nice scent. I do like this one. Definitely like this one more than the Love Spell one for sure, because I can get that original DNA and then it's kind of twisted into like a more floral spring fragrance. So let's move on to the next one. So this one right here is Pure Seduction Bliss. And this one has that same kind of pinstripe look. It has the blue at the bottom as well. This is just a little bit darker than the Velvet Petals scent. So if you can see, the pink is just a tiny bit darker. These are pretty close in packaging. They are both pink. They're very similar in packaging. The Pure Seduction one is just slightly darker than Velvet Petals. Pure Seduction Bliss on the back says, Jasmine Petals, Peach Nectar, a euphoric twist on Pure Seduction. So let's go ahead and try this one out. I actually really liked a few Pure Seduction flankers, so I do have my hopes up for this one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and smell this one. I'll just kind of let that dry down. So I have been liking really fruity fragrances lately. So if this is fruity, which Pure Seduction is pretty fruity, the original, and this one seems like it might be kind of like more fruity floral. Okay, so this is definitely not as sweet and fruity as the original Pure Seduction scent. This is definitely more floral. Like there's definitely floral in here. So Jasmine Petals is what it says, and Peach Nectar. It's all right. It's not my favorite. I was hoping for like a more fruity scent, which none of these really have much fruit in them. They definitely are more floral, it seems like. But since it is spring, that is most likely why. This is definitely giving floral though. As far as the Peach Nectar, there's a slight sweetness in here, but I'm not getting like a full-blown peach or anything like that, or even like a peach note really. It's just more of like a slight sweetness. And then I'm really getting that floral, so it must be the jasmine petals in here. So it's very, very floral to me. Like it doesn't even really smell like a fruity floral. It mainly smells like a floral in my opinion. Yeah, I'm definitely getting floral, like full on floral with this one. So I'm glad I didn't pick up all the lotions to these guys because a lot of these are not quite what I'm looking for, but I did want to smell these and see how they were. But yeah, this one is just not really a favorite for sure. It's very, very floral. You guys know I kind of struggle sometimes with floral scents. So certain floral scents are okay. Some of them tend to give me headaches. So this one, I don't know if this one would give me a headache or not, but it definitely does have a strong floral in here. So, you know, if you pick up the Pure Seduction Bliss, it's definitely more floral than fruity. Even though it does say peach nectar, I'm really not pulling any peach out of this scent whatsoever. It's just like a sweet floral. Like it's almost kind of reminding me of the Velvet Petals one from this collection that we just smelled. So let me smell that one really quick again. So Velvet Petals has more of like a creaminess to the floral. And the Pure Seduction, to me, smells more like a straight floral, and it's just a little bit sweet, but not too sweet. So these are definitely not gourmands or anything like that. This is definitely a very floral collection for sure. So the last one I'm pretty excited about. So I'm excited about this Coconut Passion one because they really don't make Coconut Passion into flankers. They usually always just put their 4 scents into flankers: the Bare Vanilla, Velvet Petals, Pure Seduction, and also Love Spell. So those are the 4 that they usually create flankers for time and time again. But sometimes they'll randomly throw in another one, like this time when they put the Coconut Bliss in there. And they also had one in their Starlit collection. They threw in a Midnight Bloom flanker off of that collection. So I was excited to see, you know, when you see the flankers that don't usually get put into flankers, I was excited because you usually don't get any flankers of Coconut Passion. So I was really excited to try this one. I do have the original Coconut Passion somewhere back here. Actually, I think it is in my project Use It Up. I'm trying to use it up right now. And the original Coconut Passion is a really nice, creamy coconut scent. I actually really like that scent. It almost has like a little bit of an incensey type scent to it as well, but it's very, very muted. It's mostly just a creamy coconut scent in my opinion. But this one right here, let's see what the back says. So the Coconut Passion Bliss says, water lily, lemon blossom, a euphoric twist on coconut passion. So I'm a little scared because there's more florals. So this is a very floral collection. I knew that this probably wasn't going to be my favorite collection for sure. And like I said, that's why I skipped out on the lotions. But this one sounds like it's going to be like a floral coconut scent. So let's go ahead and try this one out. All right, so I'm just drying this one down a little bit. Okay, so this one's actually pretty nice. So I get the coconut in here. It's not really like the original though. It's not quite as creamy as the original. So the original Coconut Passion is a very creamy coconut scent. This one is, you can get the coconut. And this one is reminding me of something like that I've smelled in the past, but it's actually really nice. I think it might be giving me kind of almost like a beach or, you know, sunscreen type vibes with this one, but it's not to the extent where it's like smelling like an all out sun lotion or something like that. It's actually really pretty with the florals in here. I'm not getting like a huge lemon blast or anything like that from the lemon blossom, which I was a little bit scared of because I thought that the coconut and lemon might not go together that well, which this scent actually blends together really well. And I'm not really getting, you know, like a full-on lemon scent or anything like that. It's more of like a light coconut scent with a slight floral in it. This doesn't seem like it's going to be super strong either. This one's a bit light for sure. I like it still though. This is probably one of my favorites out of this collection. So I'm glad I picked this one up. I was a little bit worried because of that lemon note in here, but it is a lemon blossom. So I'm guessing I'm getting more of that floral than an actual lemon. So that's pretty nice. Actually, I really like this scent. It smells pretty good for a nice coconut scent. It's kind of like an elevated coconut scent since it does have that floral in there. So I'm going to go ahead and give these like a quick ranking. All right, guys, so I did a quick little ranking here. So in my last place, so in 5th place, my least favorite is this Love Spell one. So this one just has a straight up like cotton type note in it, and that's just not for me. I'm not a huge cotton lover, and I don't really like fresh scents that much. So this one definitely came in last for me since it's definitely more of a cotton scent. Then in 4th place, I put Velvet Petals Bliss. This one, you can actually pull out that DNA kind of from the Velvet Petals original. You can smell that. Then it's kind of combined with another floral note and it makes it just, you know, slightly different. But to me, it is more of the DNA that's like the original Velvet Petals. So in my opinion, if you have the original Velvet Petals, you probably don't need this one, in my opinion, because this smells a lot like the original, but just with a touch of another scent in there, which is another floral scent. Then in 3rd place, I went ahead and put Pure Seduction Bliss in there. I think this one smells different than the original for sure. And it's kind of nice. It's kind of a nice floral scent, actually, even though there are a lot of florals in here. or it says that there's jasmine petals in here for the floral, but you know, I'm getting mostly a floral scent, but it does have a sweetness to it that I do like the sweetness to this one, but it's not super sweet at all. So it's just a slightly sweet floral, I would say. But it's still a nice scent. Then in second place, I went ahead and put Coconut Passion, the one that we just went over. This one is like a light coconut scent, and it does have a touch of floral in there as well. But I think combined together, this one actually smells really good with the coconut and the floral, and it's very different than anything that I've smelled before. Although it does have a touch of that like sunscreeny type smell. You might pull something like that out, which to me, I kind of like the sunscreeny type smell, but it's not like a straight up sunscreen smell. It's more of like a coconut floral, and it kind of makes me think of the beach. So I do like this Coconut Passion flanker. Then in my number one, you guys know already, it's Bare Vanilla Bliss. This one is really nice. I like this one a lot, actually. I don't really get much floral in here, even though it says that there are florals in here. I mean, I get it a little bit, but I mostly get more of a sweet vanilla scent, and I do like that. And it's kind of sweet and airy, so it's better for spring than like the original Bare Vanilla. So yeah, this one was my number one. So my top picks are the Bare Vanilla Bliss and also the Coconut Passion Bliss. If you have smelled this collection or you have picked up this collection, let me know what your favorite is from this collection and also your least favorite. I would love to know. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. And if you do enjoy content like this, I would love for you to take a moment and hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. I do new videos every single week, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video.